off with the Acropolis of Athens, over 1 mile long. It began as a simple rock, was settled as early as the Neolithic period, and then became a fortress in the Mechanic period. Stone buildings started appearing in the 7th century BC, but the famous structures who remains visual today mainly from a period of the constructions in the 5th century BC. The locations of the Acropolis is closely tied with the Alcines foundation myth. Supposedly, it was a site where Athena and Poseidon competed for the city's patronage. Now, let's go and explore.
The Acropolis has gone through many changes in its long. It began as stone, supposedly.
Here, gotta let the quality seek in. Here is the bronze statue. Here is the bronze statue. Here is the bronze statue of Athena. Her spear and shield. Oops. And here is one of her temples where people worship to go. That's Artemis over there. Very beautiful. Here we are. They say both cities were split up. Athena, they say one represented Athena for her side, and Poseidon for his others. And Poseidon and his other followers, they say that was human when they first started to compete for this city. They say a long time ago, back in 48 BC, the bronze statue, the temple, it was burnt down by the Persian army, King Xerxes' army. But it was shortly rebuilt after that. But yes, this is the complete city of Athens, and that is the port. They say this is one of the major places of art, culture, and different food, spices. One of the grand major cities of Athens. Now, how about we move on? Aside from Athens, we will move on to Sparta, or Lacedaemon. Here we have Sparta. They say one of the most ruthless, powerful nations in the Greek world. Everybody say they call them dirty, malicious people, but mainly they take their military very seriously. And if you thought, like in Athens, they were ruled by a man named Pericles. That was one ruler. Here, they have two that are right here. Let's go. Oops. Yeah, overwhelming statues. Men always ready to train. Because here, Sparta was a dedication to serve as your country, to become a man of the house. And what that meant is that men, like very young men, they were trained from like the age of 7 all the way up to when they were born. Well, no, not born, but all the way up to where they was 21, where they were age appropriate. Trained from the beginning, the hard way. We're almost there. Take us some time. Here. This is King Arquitanalis. I can't really pronounce his name all the way, but he's the second king. He is the one who fights beside. He is the one who rules beside the other ruler. As you don't know, this person right here is the legend. They say he's the one who fought against the Persians. What was it? 200 men. It was 200 men that fighting on that day against the Persians. Here's one. This is King Leonidas. He is one of the people. He was one of the first people to rule over this country. But he was also a general. His main weapon was mostly a spear. Very beautiful. A very, very big country. Now let's move on to another. This is a very interesting one. But we're going all the way up north, above Sparta and Athens. Well, yeah, let's start off from right here. In else. Take some time, man. Take some time. Welcome to Else. They say, welcome to Else, a place where the Olympics was held.
Welcome, friend, to this especially sacred part of the Olympian Sanctuary. This place is practically vibrating with divine energy. I feel like if I look over my shoulder right now, Zeus will be staring back at me.
The bird of Zeus. Let's move on.
The sanctuary of Olympia was dedicated to Zeus, king of the gods. It had close connections to the divine, as you will see very soon. I'll come find you when you're done, and we can talk about what you've learned.
Let's go and see.
This workshop was built for the renowned sculptor Phidias after his work on the Acropolis of Athens. In 435 BCE, Phidias came to Olympia to begin working on the great chryselephantine statue of Zeus. He died 5 years later, shortly after completing his masterpiece. This grand statue would become one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Phidias's workshop was located right next to the Temple of Zeus. Its structure has been well preserved, mostly owing to its conversion to a church in the 5th century CE. Archaeologists have also discovered lots of ancient materials in the surrounding area, such as casting molds and sculpting tools. The most famous artifact, however, is a cup bearing an inscription that aggressively states, "I belong to Phidias."
Next.
On the 5th and final